Show. We are with Beck this morning, and today we are talking about cookies. Now, this is a different level of whatever they call junk food, because this is a delicacy in my eyes. Maybe in yours too?
I would agree.
Yeah, okay. Especially when cookies are done right. If you remember, if you've been sticking around watching the show for a couple months, you came on during Mardi Gras to talk about your king cakes. How was your king cake season?
It was really great, and I was really glad when it was done. I slept for about a couple weeks, but yeah, it was great. It was fun. I had a blast, and already making plans for next year.
Awesome. So. Well deserved. When it comes to Mardi Gras, you always have to be thinking ahead, and so I'm sure that's already on your books. But today we are talking cookies, and these look absolutely delicious. You've got a display of cookies for us this morning, but we're actually making only one of these, and that's the key lime sandwich cookie.
Right. I'm gonna work on mixing it while we talk, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah, the key lime sandwich cookie is one of my cookies that I'm the most proud of. I was trying to think of a summer cookie. It's hard to. I mean, baked goods are good at any time, but once it gets hot, especially here on the Gulf Coast, it's really hot. And so the key lime cookie, I prefer to put them in the fridge or even in the freezer. And it's got a graham cracker cookie, graham cracker crumbs baked into the cookie, and then it is a key lime cream filling. And it's so refreshing. It is still sweet, but it's, I don't know, it's just good. It's
nice
not like
mixture.
your just average cookie.
Yeah, I'm when it comes to cookie options, I think I'm always team chocolate chip, but I can honestly tell you I've never had any kind of key lime cookie before. Now, is the cookie itself, when we look at the finished product over here, is the cookie key lime, or is it strictly just the filling?
It's just the filling. The cookie, it's kind of it's my take on a key lime pie. The cookie is really just like the crust. It's got the graham cracker and
all the good stuff.
So while going in with my hands here.
Yeah, do what you got to do. While you're mixing that, let's talk about some of the cookies that we have up here this morning. And if you don't mind, can I eat one of these?
Oh yeah, go for it.
I'm a chocolate chip girly.
Okay,
Looks like goodness.
Yeah, so that's the chocolate chip cookie. There's a Reese's peanut butter cookie. It's got Reese's Pieces and Reese's peanut butter cups in it. Then we have the one with walnuts on top. It's got espresso and walnuts and a brown sugar cookie. Then I have my best-selling cookie, which is the caramel stuffed double chocolate chip.
What?
And then I think, what else did I have over there? Oh yeah, some of the iced lemon cookies.
Oh my gosh, these look fabulous. Yeah, is that a Rolo on top?
Yes.
Man.
And there's caramel stuffed in the inside of that too. So
that's how you eat a cookie. So if someone's watching this morning and they're thinking, I've got to get my hands on all of these cookies, one of them, how can they do that?
They can go to breadbybeck.com. That's my website. It's the easiest way to just kind of browse the menu and order. Also, if you're out and about downtown this weekend, you can grab these key lime sandwich cookies at Certus Coffee Company.
Nice.
And then I think we're going to talk about some upcoming events.
Yes, we will do that
later before we finish up here.
We will do that here in just a little bit. This is absolutely delicious. I know we're going to talk about this later on in the process. What do you bake your cookies on, and how long do you keep them in? I feel like I either underbake them or overbake them.
Yeah, a good general rule is to do 350
Okay.
and go for between 10 and 12 minutes.
Okay.
And then you kind of play it by ear after that. If it looks really mushy in the middle, go for a couple more minutes. But that's kind of a standard, like a good place to start.
Probably depends on your oven as well. Also, I have another question. Do you leave it on the cookie sheet when you take it out of the oven?
Yeah,
with your
it's good to leave it on the cookie sheet for a few, at least, I don't know, 8 to 10 more minutes.
Right.
Because it actually still cooks for a while, for a few more minutes.
Nice.
Okay. So yeah.
I either have a hockey puck or have raw cookie dough that's kind of warmed up. So I will take your advice, or if you're like me and you just can't get it right, you can just buy it from the professionals. Remember to visit her website. When we come back, we are continuing this cookie and telling you about our upcoming events. That's next. Thanks, Beck.
Thanks.
We are back with Bread by Beck in our Studio 10 kitchen. We have Rebecca Beck here in the kitchen with us. Good to see you again.
Yeah, you too.
When was the last time you were here?
It was, I think, in February.
In February.
February was kind of a blur.
It was a blur. That's a busy time in the bakery industry.
Yeah.
You got a lot of stuff going on. Now it's a busy time too, because we've got back to school coming up, a lot of things with the end of summer, and you are making some key lime sandwich cookies today. Tell us about these.
Yeah, these are have been the best-selling cookie this summer.
Wow.
I think it's because they're one that I freeze them, or they're at least chilled. So
Okay.
it's like a cold cookie when people eat them.
Interesting.
So I think people just really like that. Yeah, I'm gonna put the filling in these while we chat, I guess.
Sure. So tell me about the cookie itself, and then let's talk about the filling. Let's talk about both components here.
Okay, so it's kind of a twist on key lime pie. So key lime pie, you have the crust and then you have the filling. So the cookie itself is like a brown sugar cookie base.
Okay.
And then I add crumbled graham crackers into it to kind of like get that
Yeah.
graham cracker crust flavor going. And then the filling is where all the like tart, citrusy lime flavor is. And it's just really good. It's creamy and sweet and tart and refreshing. So
Did you see this somewhere? And make your own variation, or did you create this thing all on your own here?
I mean, I'm sure somebody else has made one
Yeah.
at some point in, history, but I just kind of was looking for something that was key lime flavored or citrusy flavored really for summertime. It was about 2 years ago when I first made this. And a lot of people had key lime flavored cookies. Some people had like a cookie and it had like a key lime drizzle on top of it.
Yeah.
But I really kind of wanted to go with the sandwich cookie. I really love oatmeal cream pies.
Yeah,
And so
okay.
this is also kind of like a, a version of that in a way.
So a lot of great ideas
Yeah, so a lot of things just came together. to make
coming
it happen.
together.
Yeah.
So talk to me a little bit about how our viewers can get their hands on some of these cookies or experience anything else you have to offer.
Yeah, the easiest way is to go to my website. It's www.breadbybeck.com. And it's also good for people to go there because you can kind of browse. Sometimes you think you know what you want, and then you get on there and you look and you see, oh, maybe I should try
yeah.
that this time. So that's definitely the easiest way. If you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, both of those are Bread by Beck. I always post upcoming events I'm doing where you can come out and see me in person. And yeah.
All right, we'll talk a little bit more about that next in our next segment. I'm going to have to seal some of these cookies here before the show continues to try one out to, just for quality control, Chelsea.
It's very important. We must try it just to make sure it is delicious, and it is. Welcome back on a Friday. Rebecca is here with Bread by Beck, and we've been focusing on the key lime sandwich cookies, and those are done. Joe had one. He says absolutely fabulous. Our photographer Mick, who loves cookies, had one. He said absolutely fabulous. So I can tell you with those two reviews, you will absolutely love them. But today, Beck, we're focusing right now on building a little sampler box.
Yeah, so these are going to be available on my website starting next week. And it's a sample box for cookies. So basically, we're going to put them together.
Sure.
It's 4 different types of cookies, and you get 2 of each kind. Nice. And it's a way for people to try out a bunch of different flavors. Some people don't want to buy a dozen of just one kind. But also, I have an option where you can make them put a little ribbon on them and have it be a gift box.
Yeah.
And so one of the things we're doing, I'm doing tomorrow, we're doing a back to school vendor market at Pops Midtown. And I'm gonna have pre-sales on these cookie sample boxes for, I guess, like first day of school gifts for teachers.
For sure.
And I've done the sample boxes before with brownies, and they were a big hit, so I'm expecting them to be a big hit with cookies as well.
My mom's a teacher, and my husband is also a teacher. And if they received this on the first day of school, I think their day would be made for sure. So a lot of different options for you. Of course, you've got that event going on. Let's talk about upcoming events too, if people want to come see you and check out the cookies that you have to offer.
Yeah, the event at Pops Midtown will be Saturday, and I believe that's from 10 to 4. Every vendor there is it's something to do with back to school, and there's actually some school-aged like business owners that are going to be doing their little thing. The other event I have coming up is next Tuesday. It's July 25th, and we're doing a Christmas in July event at Do Goods Mercantile downtown.
Fun.
There's going to be like a pop-up coffee vendor there. I'm going to be having Christmas samples and some things that people can purchase, and I believe they're doing some sales on some different stuff they have in the store there.
Right. So. If someone can't come to one of those events, they're going out of town, whatever the case is, but they do want to get their hands on your cookies, what's the best way to contact you or get them?
Yeah, the easiest way is to go to my website, breadbybeck.com. You can browse the menu there and check out everything that I have to offer. And I also do deliveries.
Nice.
And then follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Both of those, it's just Bread by Beck.
Yeah.
And kind of keep up with everything that's going on, new specials, all that kind of stuff.
These are literally out of this park, you guys. If you're wanting a cookie, make sure you go ahead and see her at one of these events or order some cookies for yourself. I hope we can get on your schedule for Mardi Gras if you can make some time for us. I know it's really busy, but you guys, when next year rolls around, her king cakes are phenomenal. So I hope we can have you back. Yeah. Are you thinking of any new flavors, or are you sticking with your classics?
I have a couple surprises, so we'll have to get to Mardi Gras and see what happens. Yeah.
Okay, 2024 is the year. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.